Well, good day, baseball fans. Welcome to the finals in the 2026 Australian Junior League National Championship here from Lismore. Slight amendment to the schedule from what was planned pre-tournament. We believe there's some rain on the way. There's some big baseball games that we want to get done before that arrives. This is one of them. It's a quarterfinal, which is, I think, something new or something I haven't seen before in my time doing various tournaments. My name's Phil Hiddle. Thanks for joining. It is Wanneroo in the black and orange. They are the home team. Cronulla Black, they are the visiting team and will be batting first. Hudson Shorty to face Jacob Bond on the hill. I think this is Bond's third start. Wanneroo, after losing their first two games on opening day, bounced back. Won their last two against the Gold Coast on Friday evening and a big win against the Twins to see out the prelim rounds. For Cronulla, they had a win against Brisbane North, defeated the Melbourne Athletics, lost 1-0 to the Eastern Phantoms, bounced back and beat Canberra yesterday. That secured them second spot, losing the tiebreaker for top spot to the Phantoms. Shorty swings through, we're down 0, we've got an 0-2 count. So the winner of this will get the Hills, and we'll have that, and that will be straight after this game. That semi-final will be here on Baseball Plus. As Bond starts with a strikeout, Kai Shibata comes to the plate. We've got him with a team-leading 5 runs, averaging 364, a couple of RBIs. Plays that fair. We got our first hit of the quarterfinal. Shibata rounds first and will slide into second. The lad they nicknamed Shohei. 5th hit of the championships. And Cronulla in scoring position with 1 out. Now it's a man who's involved in heaps of statistical categories. Name comes up a fair bit, Ben Napier. And with that, I reckon that's a balk, and Shibata will advance to third base. So just like that. And already there is a ferocious pace to this game. 1 out. Shibata on third, 1-0 count on Napier. Now Napier leads on base percentage 800, leads slugging at 1143. How often when you get a group of players together, like even in a team, let alone a tournament, does someone lead both the slugging and OPS? OBP. His OPS, not surprisingly, is 1943. Means he's a big at-bat and a big out as Cronulla try and get an early lead here. His actual average, 714, second to Harry Hobbs of the Hills, who we'll see a little later. But that's just staggering. OBP and slugging. I've got him 5 hits, 3 walks. They've got a full count. Very early days. Scheduled 7-inning contest, but it's all about establishing momentum. And with your best player at the plate with a full count and a teammate a base away, this is a big pitch. It's going to be a drop third strike and no. I think it's going to be foul. Yep. He got a bat to it. It's all very exciting action happening at first base and home plate, and all for naught. So we've seen plenty of times batters just on that, when I think it's strike three, they just take off. They'll worry about whether they've got to come back or not later. And that ball is going to lead to a run. Shibata scores. Napier finds himself on first base with the walk. So now Franklin Pike. Early lead to Cronulla. Wanneroo, the home team, do get to hit last should they need to. Franklin Pikes. Tended to work the walk, so Shorey, Napier and Pike both work 3 walks in the tournament. Napier now a 4th. So Jacob Bond, like the rest of his teammates from the Wanneroo Giants, a baseball club so big they have their own charter. I think this is his first time at a Nationals, which, given plenty of the profiles I've seen during the week, you know, plenty are here. Lismore for the second time at their 3rd, even 4th. Last 12 months he's been on the pitching working on his off speed. And this particular group battling in WA have come so close to qualifying the last 2 years, finally won the WA Championship. That's the thing about this tournament, with the exception of Canberra, who are the best of the best from that competition. Every other team had to either win at state or finish in the final. New South Wales final was Hills and Cronulla, and if Cronulla get up, we'll have that as a semi. Pike's got his signal. Napier's off to second. Two and one. You can see there the umpire with the fingers. What is on the left of your screen are the balls. What's on the right are the strikes. Now 3-1 count. If you just joined us a little late, Hudson Shorey struck out. Shibata singled to left. Napier went and got around to third, including on a balk, I think. Full count, high pitch. So Shibata come home. Napier walked to first, is now at second. Pike with a 3-1 count. We're at the top of the first. Big double header coming your way. We've got this game and the winner to play the Hills. That'll be here on Baseball Plus. Fouled away. Now, the other pool are playing as we speak. I'll do my best to keep track of that. If you want to keep track of that, the best way to be honest is through Game Changer. And that's the Melbourne Athletics playing the Adelaide Marlins for the right to play the Eastern Phantoms in the semi-final. The winner of the semi-final here and the winner of the semi-final there will play for the gold medal tomorrow. Back-to-back walks. Pike. What's that? That's the 4th walk that he's induced. Napier to third, and this is an early conference. After the initial strikeout of Shuri, the last 3 have got on. Single and 2 walks. Chance to have a quick look at what's happening over on the other diamond. No score as yet. In fact, no note that that's actually... Oh no, it is underway. In fact, Adelaide Marlins have... they are the away team. Melbourne Athletics are the home team. Marlins went scoreless through the top of the first. And now it is... Athletics have... player on first, none out. Back to the Rex Baxter Field, Diamond 1 here in Lismore. Logan Lasheen is at the plate, averaging 375. 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. And just like that, second is taken by Pike. So Napier is at third. Pike is at second. We're 1 out. First base is vacant. Takes away the possible ground double play. Force not in effect. Glashan's known as the Flash from the Arncliffe Scots. So played in the state club. 3rd Nationals for him. Intermediate League last year, Little League in 2024. He's got a really big chance here to give Cronulla some early strong momentum. We already have the first run. But Bond responds with a second strikeout. So 2 high-quality teams here, the WA champs. And yeah, we're going to have this little substitution rule. You may be wondering, why are they substituting here? Well, Napier is the catcher. And so teams are allowed, or even I guess encouraged to, if the catcher is on base with 2 outs, for them to go back, because they can get all that gear on and be ready to go should the inning end after this pitch. Well, one of the stories of this tournament is the lad at the plate. You're looking at your home run leader with 2. And he did it in 1 game against the Athletics. We had and look, not to take away from the achievement, we did have a strong win heading to left field when Cronulla played the Athletics. Had 4 home runs hit. Christopher Blyton hit 2 of them. He also, with that RBI, the RBI leaders with 7 in the tournament. Slugging, all the ones, 1,111. Batting 6. Towards right, and then it will drop. Almost into the lap of Bo Gordon at first base. And just like that, we are done, but not before Cronulla score 1. Could have been more. Interesting start to this one. The 2026 Australian Junior League Championships.
Let's have some fun today. Win or lose, always do your best. Good job. Here we go, kid. Let's do this, girls. We got this. Let's get the bats going. Find yours. Find yours. Get there, baby. Get there, kid. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Gordon.
Little League on 3. 1, 2, 3. Little League. All right, girls, let's go get him. Come on.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first we go. The batting lineup, I'll give you some fielding positions as well for the Wanneroo Giants. They'll be led off by centre fielder Tate Oldfield, Connor Branch batting 2 at shortstop, Hayden Thomas second base, Jacob Bond, you saw him before. The starting pitcher, Bo Gordon, you saw him making a catch to win the inning at first base. Batting 6, third base, Harrison Richardson. The catcher, Declan Burns, number 7. Harry Scaife batting 8. Blake Nicol into right field, number 9. Mason Fortura Castro, number 10. Cody Bennett's unfortunately injured, I believe, earlier, is not on the team list. So this is Lincoln Potter for Cronulla on the hill. Do apologies, we've lost the scoreboard momentarily. Frantic action happening around me to get all that back. I think it's a 2-0 count. There's your strike, 2-1. Played over second. Wanneroo will get a lead-off hit. Loud cheers to my left. Looks like plenty of Giants family and fans have made the long trip over from Perth. For Oldfield, that is hit number 5. It's a very consistent batting lineup. Oldfield with 4 hits, Branch, who's here, with 4, Hayden Thomas with 4, Jacob Bond with 6, and Bo Gordon with 4, played and foul. Defensive setup for Cronulla. This is going to change because it's charter baseball and everyone gets to field. Around the outfield, we've got at left field Blake Short, centre field Leo Virgil, right field Zach Fordyce. Field is in for the bunt. Steele second. And safe. Potential tying run in scoring position. Okay, 1-1 the count on Branch. Now the bunt to advance Oldfield. Throw on the money from Glasson. But mission accomplished. Runner advanced, and because of that stolen base earlier, means the tying run is now a base away for Wanneroo. Hayden Thomas comes in, 2 RBIs, 4 hits, 5 runs, averaging just over 300. It's put up to short in left. Makes the catch. Fantastic throw, but was never going to be in time. two exceptionally well executed sacrifices from Wanneroo has tied up this quarter-final. Not sure if you saw that. What little fist pump there from Bond and Napier. So in general, spirit has been exceptional, as you would hope and, let's be honest, expect. For many of these players, they're at their third nationals. For many of them even haven't been at nationals, they've been part of the charter system. And the spirit of the game, often just as important as the other fundamental facets. So this is the Giants' best hitter, Jacob Bond, averaging 500. Sort of pokes that one down the foul line. Bond is tied for second in hits with 6. He's scored 7 runs, 5 RBIs. Leading hits belong to Harry Hobbs of the Hills. We'll see him shortly. Everyone held their breath for a call that never came. We got our scoreboard back. Well done to the crew. 3-1. Bond's got a hitting count. And he's got a free base to first. First walk given up by Cronulla. So Lincoln Potter from the Yarrawarra Tigers has a... Lincoln's 13. He's got a resume of a Hall of Famer. Looking at this profile of the different state teams. I need a whole inning to go through it. Or a long at bat. Or a pitching conference or something. Okay. This is Bo Gordon, averaging all the threes, 333. He's popped that on the roof of the magnificent... There you go. There's the roof. It's attached to a magnificent double-storey complex here, and the setup here at Lismore is fantastic. Could do with a dome sometimes. But the facility itself is great. And right at and over Shibata despite Shohei's best attempts. Going to be a play at second. The tag attempt may be... No, safe. Gordon got there in the nick of time. It's advanced Bond. So if you joined us early, if you missed out earlier, Tate Oldfield singled. Very well executed sacrifices from Branch and Thomas. A sack bunt by Branch, a sack fly by Thomas saw the game tied up. Bond was walked. He's now at third. Gordon with that hit that would have missed Shabati's glove by a couple of inches. Sees him at second. So Wanneroo have tied. Now they're looking to lead. Stepping up, Harry Richardson. That's the pitch the Giants wanted. Now I should add, that is not Bond, that's Hayden Thomas. There was a substitution. There was a substitution that sort of snuck in because third base is right next to the Giants dugout. Bond is the pitcher, so you do have a 2-out catches rule, and I believe there's also a 2-out pitches rule. So Thomas, who was out on the sack fly, got to pinch run for Bond. Not that, you know, Bond is substituting can't bat anymore. It's just for that particular play, and Jacob Bond will take his normal batting position. So A few little subtle differences along the way, charter baseball, and what you may see otherwise in your club ball, your Australian Baseball League, and of course stateside as well. 2-2 count with 2 out. Wanneroo with a 2-1 lead. Bo Gordon stands at third. Vacant second and first bases for the Giants. Hit hard to centre, right to centre, and caught. That'll end the first. Vigil, a beautiful effort. It swung a little bit from left to right on your screen. He had to get his glove across the body, never the easiest thing to do. And with that, we've got ourselves an entertaining ball game thus far. Quarterfinal day, semi-final day. We'll know by the end of it who our gold medal game participants are in the 2026 Junior League Championships.
Here's to generations of fearless, unstoppable.
Hit hard on the ground from his knees. She is safe.
I can, and I will.
Big game for Monet Davis.
And I am. Here's to the next generation. Find your league. Get in the game.
Welcome back to the top of the second. For Cronulla, it's going to be 7-8-9. Virgil for Dice and Short. Chartering is going to find the gap. Nickel couldn't quite get to it in time. Might be out stone cold at second though. And yeah, so that'll be a single, but out on the base pass trying to get the extra base. And that's why I can't catch it, but about the recovery from Nickel, and you can see that the link. What I've liked so far is I'm seeing some really well-structured, well-executed plays. And that bring back by Wanneroo was, in the end, in plenty of time. Fordyce has put it up. Oldfield had to work for it. Oldfield in centre field. Halfway to left field. Sorry, folks. Took the catch. That's 2 away. Somewhere here. Where is it? Oh, lost my cap. Yep. Blake Short. Had an important role yesterday. I think he was the starting pitcher against Canberra. It went a long way, which was important because it saved arms for today and whatever tomorrow brings. Yeah, yesterday he threw 6 innings, 81 pitches of 4 hit, 1 run earned baseball, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. Puts that right to third. Richardson, the clean get up, beautiful throw. And just like that, despite getting a single, Cronulla go down in order. And Wanneroo hold. They'll take a 1-run lead into the bottom of the second. Back very shortly.
Past the catcher rather, now straight back to the catcher. And that one, line shot, Hikaru Kaneko.
Punch through to left field, glove is up and it is through.
Hard shot from Ben Beasley and a diving Jackson Ham.
Punch through, double play opportunity here for the Sharks. Opting to tag is applied and the throw to first.
Enemies down on strikes, back-to-back strikeouts.
That's hit through. Oh, what a catch! Oh, that is punched down to left field. It is allowing. It is over.
Strike 3, Brisbane North, your 2025 Australian Little League champions.
It's a great time, folks, to join the Australian baseball community with participation rates up 11% over the last 2 years, 22% year on year in October, and retention rates well above industry standards. The baseball community becomes more vibrant by the day. Whether you're 7 or 77, a seasoned professional, or have no idea how to hold a bat or ball, the Australian baseball community is ready to welcome you. Use the club finder on baseball.com.au. To the bottom of the second. 7, 8, 9. Burns, Scaife and Nickel for the Giants. So in that first inning, so Lincoln Potter went to 20 pitches in the first inning. Bond's gone 25 across the first 2 for the Giants. And for Potter, that is his first strikeout of the morning. Harvey Scaife, 5 hits, averaging just south of 400 at the moment. 3 RBI. I'll see him in the field shortly. No change yet to just foul. No change yet to the fielding for Cronulla. One, 2 count with a 1 out, no one on. Played the Shibata. Has time to set up and hurl one right back at Pike. 2 up, 2 down for Wanneroo. As mentioned, there is one other game occurring. And we have a run in that ball game, and it belongs to the Adelaide Marlins. They're already at the top of the third. That's what the Marlins hitting right now, and they have scored. They lead the Athletics 1-0. Winner of that will get the Eastern Phantoms in our second game. Long hit to right, and that's a fantastic catch. Zach Fordyce ends the inning. We're going to get a replay on that. Going with the flight of the ball. Blake Nickel would have thought, I've got a hit, I've got a hit, I've got a big hit. No. Fordyce dashes those dreams.
Catcher rather, go straight back to the catcher. That one, line shot. Hikaru Kaneko.
Punch through to left field, glove is up and it is through.
Hard shot from Ben Beasley and a diving Jackson Ham.
Punch through, double play opportunity here for the Sharks. Opting to tag is applied and the throw to first.
Enemies down on strikes, back-to-back strikeout.
That's hit through. Oh, what a catch! Oh, that is punched down to left field. It is glowing. It is over.
Strike three, Brisbane North, your 2025 Australian Little League champions.
Welcome back, yes. What a wonderful month to be involved in junior baseball. It started back in Sydney at Blacktown. Congratulations to Brisbane North doing what? No. They are the first charter to win a championship in all 4 divisions, which in itself is magnificent. What is even better is that they did it with pretty much the one group going through. Okay. 10, 11, 12 for Cronulla Black. Lincoln Potter, Ferex Kutajar and Eli Fu. Potter pops up. The Giants have a meeting at first base but make the catch, courtesy of their second base in Thomas. So, yeah, either could have made the catch. It was just a case of working it out. Gordon making the right call to step aside. You can't. I mean, yes, it does appear on the score sheet whether you make the catch or not, but from a team perspective, just get the out. Ferex Kutajar comes up. Swung the shoelaces out of that one. One. Played to Richardson at third. From the hot corner, the high throw. But Gordon's got a good stretch on him to get up and get it. 2 away. Eli Fu, nickname of Fui. I wonder if he's from Hong Kong. Or Fu Time. And if you got that reference, you're pretty old. Plays for the Eastern Suburbs Dolphins. One count. Wanneroo have retired the last 7 after 3 in a row got on, and Shabbat scored back at the top of the first. 2-1 count. So Fafu raised in California. Moved back to Australia 18 months ago. Joined the Dolphins of Eastern Suburbs. Played up a year. in 2025. Was here with the junior league team last year. Richardson a fumble, but has enough time and enough strength in that throw to recover. And it is 3 up, 3 down. We are halfway through 2. It is Wanneroo 2, Cronulla 1. As we have a look at the replay. Yep. One thing about a fumble is they're going to happen. It's kept the ball in front of him. That's the main thing. If you fumble and it gets behind at third base, it's all over. It's going to be a man on first. Bottom of the third. High quality ball game so far. For Wanneroo, we'll see Mason Fontura Castro. Then we'll go back to the top of the order with Toad Oldfield. So Fontura Castro does have a hit, a run, an RBI. He's induced 3 walks. And it's down 0-2 in the count. Played right back to the pitcher. Potter to Pike. 1 away. So Potter's pitch count up to 32. I think from here the pitch counts, well, it gets interesting because Cronulla, I'll talk about pitch counts in a second as this is played to Glasson. Some excellent play from both sides in the hot corner. Okay, now we've had some Cronulla field is as it started. Connor Branch at the plate. So after an offensive first innings where both sides got a few on and both scored, Cronulla won. It's been a pitcher's game with some good fielding, including that by Short to hail down a long one. Second time in 2 innings. Cronulla's outfield have sealed the deal. And that's how it's done.
Let's have some fun today.
3 innings done.
Always do your best. Good job. Here we go, kid.
Let's do this, girls. We got this.
Go, go! Pop it up, pop it up!
Find yours. Find yours. Get there, baby. Get there, kid. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Gordon.
Little League on 3. 1, 2, 3. Little League. All right, girls, let's go get him. Come on.
A reminder, folks, get your newspaper. No, not the West Australian or the Daily Telegraph, Sydney Morning Herald, but get your baseball.com newsletter. It's out every day, giving you the full summary of what's happening here in Lismore. Of course, we're talking all about the Junior League Championships. There's also the 2026 Intermediate League Championship happening at the same time, semi-final day for them. You can check in with CJ Barnes, who's bringing you the coverage of that tournament. Baseball.com.au's got the Intermediate League Hub, the Junior League Hub, Eric Bolnar's daily newsletter. If you're following this tournament closely, more absolutely stacks of information there for you. To this game, back to the top of the order in the fourth. Hudson Shorey struck out in the first. To be followed by Kei Shibata and then Benjamin Napier. I guess the thing is this is not the last game for both sides, but the loser is out of championship contention. The winner stays on, has to back up immediately to play the all-conquering Hills Blue side. You'll see them here on Baseball Plus. They're about an hour and a half from there or so, depending on how long this game goes for. It looks to be a tight one. 2-0 count on Shorey. And having been struck out in the first, Shorey gets his revenge. Fourth time he's been walked this tournament. When you're the lead-off, it's all about getting on. Because there's certainly a power-pack lineup behind to get him around.
So stop thinking home and away and start thinking batting first, batting second. Team left bats first.
Shibata singled and scored. He is Cronulla's run. He's had a stellar tournament. 5 hits, 6 runs, 2 RBI. Played to second. Bit of a fun. First time we've seen a bit of a. It was funny. It's the shortest throw that's led to the fumble. As we have a look here, of course, I think Wanneroo would think, oh, double play, double play, double play. Clean pickup. It was probably the arrival of Shorty that created a little bit of confusion. Not interference. No, just confusion. And with that, everybody's on. I'll let the scorers work out how that's going to play out. Possibly a fielding error by the second baseman, if I was being... No, it's grounds into a fielder's choice. No error recorded. So 2 on for Cronulla. The potential tying run in Shorey is in scoring position. Now Benjamin Napier. Clubs that hard to nickel and right. So hard. One of those that's so hard, there was no opportunity for Shorey to even think about. It got to nickel and right. Look how hard he hit this. So there's Shorey. He's off on contact. Ricochets to nickel. Yep. They got it planned. Checked off a couple. Through to the link person who was in a position to throw to third, throw to home, whatever the situation demanded. So the hit parade for Napier continues. That's his 6th hit. So we have loaded Sharks. Shorey at third, Shibata at second, Napier at first. Franklin Pike with some runs to bat in. If this drops, he does. Nickel comes in, can't make the catch. It's going to be one run. Nickel recovers pretty quickly, but Shorey crosses the plate. Pike gets to first. And I think this ball game just got tied. Just that stretch at the end got him. So Logan Glasson, who struck out, Bond has struck out two batters, both in the first. Of course, with loaded bases, a walk here would give Cronulla the lead. Played out to left, it's going to drop. Here comes a whole swagger run. Shibata scores. Napier right behind him. That's a big RBI single to left. All of this, I should add, with none out so far. First five get on, first three score. And what was a 2-run deficit is now a 4-2 lead for Cronulla. And possibly, well, when you're trying to say for Cronulla who's their most dangerous hitter, well, he's one of them. Christopher Blyton is up. Moment of silence in this ballpark. Good crowd in. I think Cronulla have secured the undercover grandstand. Wanneroo out getting a bit of sun. Back and through Bond over the pitcher's mound. And in time got the out. Yeah, confirming it's an out. So I guess it was a case of where was the out going to be? Not quite enough for the double play. Kaboying, that was thankfully off the mound, I think, not Bond. Yeah, possibly an out at second, but out at first. On the fielder's choice. Now, so no run scored at the other end because Pike was on second, got to third. So he's at third now. Glasson's at second. Vacant first base for Leo Vigil, who singled on a long hit, thought he'd get two bases, and some really good work from the Wanneroo outfield. He's put that long in the old field direction. He takes the catch, sacrifice situation. Pike scores, play at third and safe. So yeah, that's the second out. But in this affair, out for a run, I think works for Cronulla. Pike scores, Glasson at third. 5-2. The first four of the five that got on from Cronulla have now scored. Oldfield a solid catch and throw, but it's a long way back from there. Zach Fordyce flew out to centre, has 3 hits this tournament. So has 1 hit this tournament, scored 3 runs. Played back and through, and that's an RBI. That scores Glasson. First RBI for the tournament for mine for Zach Fordos. Comes at a important moment. Second hit. Now he's on. Can he get around? Blake Short with a pop-up. So we are... Oh, that is fantastic work from first base. Bo Gordon. He's at a screen right now. He's still at a screen. Bond has no idea where that ball is. Gordon's got it, realised he's got to scoot. Takes the catch, and by the time he slows down, he's halfway to the dugout.
Fearless. Unstoppable.
Hit hard on the ground from his knees. She is safe.
I can. And I will.
Quick game for Monet Davis.
And I am. Here's to the next generation. Find your league. Get in the game.
There is one other game occurring here in the Junior League Championships. It's also a quarter-final, like they call a wild card game, just because I like the term wild card. Marlins lead the Athletics 2-0, a run on the third, a run on the fourth. That's where we're at, top of the fourth. The Athletics do get to bat last should they need to. That, of course, is scheduled 7-inning game. Here, Cronulla, that was a big inning for them, 5 runs scored. So now the Giants looking to respond, bottom of the fourth. Hayden Thomas, Jacob Bond, Bo Gordon up to hit. Just having a look to see if we've made any fielding changes for Cronulla. Fortunately, we're a fair way from the scorers, so none as yet. Or if they have been made, they haven't been logged into Game Changer yet. So Potter is pitched 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 37 pitches. I believe anyone that pitches today is not going to pitch tomorrow. So day's rest, well, they're already both past the 1 day's rest into the 2 days rest category. And by that stage, they'll be resting back up at school with some stories to tell. By the way, Bond's pitch count now up to 65. So you can see if Wanneroo make a move there. That's hit out and well judged by young Leo Vigil. He sort of came forward, then realised he might have overcooked it a bit and made the adjustment. Yeah, he was about to run underneath that ball. Jacob Bond, leading hitter as mentioned. 7 runs, well 8 runs now because he walked and scored. Finds the alley. Nothing Virgil or Shaw could do about that. Bond will round for second, slides in. That's a really good double. Extra hit number 7 for Bond this tournament. So 1 out, 1 on thus far for the Giants in the bottom of the fourth. Reward for the winner, staying alive and the date with the Hills. That will be the semi-final here on Baseball Plus. Starting time to be advised, but it should be around about half an hour after the conclusion of this one. Both semi-finals going to be played at the same time, moved up because some rain is expected this afternoon. You can see some interesting clouds gathering to the south as we speak. Otherwise, been a crisp, but probably the most beautiful morning we've had down here, and there's more no breeze, no rain. Played out to right. That will advance Bond. He moves to third. Nicely done by Bo Gordon with the sacrifice. Of course, it's a 4-run ball game, but plenty of time left to chip away at this 7-inning contest. We are in the 4th. There'll be Wanneroo got 13 outs if they can. As a Bond is substituted for the last player out, I think that's how it works, which is Bo Gordon with the sacrifice. He's now stands on third base as Bond. Harrison Richardson had a couple of big plays at the hot corner so far. Flew out to end the first. Things through some high cheese there. Vacant second, vacant first base. So all the action down the left field line here with with Richardson at the plate and Gordon representing Bond at third. Three-one count. 4-run ball game. 2 out. Cronulla would love a hold. Wanneroo needs some runs. And they're going to get one because that is a beautiful in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle hit. Harrison Richardson gets his third RBI. And, well, it's got to be Jacob Bond's run, doesn't it? Anyway. I've got him with 7 runs. I'm going to give him the 8th, even though he didn't complete the last 90 feet. Because it's only a temporary substitute. Well, my logic is it's a temporary substitution. It's not a permanent one. Declan Burns. Now has Richardson to get around the margin back to 3. It's still 2 out. Played straight to short in left. And that's your third out. Top of the 5th in the book. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th. Cronulla a chance to extend their lead very shortly. Welcome back. So Wanneroo that have only got a 10 today due to Cody Bennett's being injured, I think, during the course of the prelim games. And g'day to Cody, he's probably in the dugout at the moment. So just the one fielder to bring in, that's Harvey Scaife, which they've done. Put him in left for Mason Fontura Castro. For Jacob Bond, 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 6 runs, 4 of those earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Pitch count up to 65. He's faced 21 batters so far. Just out of interest, Lincoln Potter's pitch count now about up to 50. He's faced 13, having pitched one more inning. For Cronulla, Lincoln Potter. The 2 pitchers face each other. Adelaide Marlins slowly but surely putting a buffer between them and the Melbourne Athletics in the other quarter-final. They've added 1 at the top of the 5th, which is where they are. Winner gets the Eastern Phantoms. Those games will be on Diamond 2. You can follow on Game Changer. Two-one count. No one on, no one out. This is 10, 11, 12 in the Cronulla lineup. Did predict at some point that if I had to pick a final, it would be Cronulla and Hills. That will not occur. Might meet in the semi, though. Eastern Phantoms were the fly in that ointment. They beat Cronulla 1-0, and thus when both Cronulla and Phantoms ended their prelims at 3 wins and 1 loss, Phantoms get the top seed. Courtesy of that head-to-head 1-0 win, as we've got a strikeout on Potter, 1 away. Tomorrow, of course, gold medal day. I'm going to hang off giving you times for tomorrow, because I just think, depending on the rain that's coming, I mean, there's one task to do, and that is to come out of here with a champion. Everything else is kind of not irrelevant. That would be unfair to the participatory nature of this event, but the number one job is to come away with a champion that represents the Australian region. There's Kadajaz says, I wasn't ready. Umpire says, well, you should have been. Get back in the box, says home plate umpire. Kadajaz was asking his coach, what's going on? That was the third strike. And this will bring a conversation. That, because of the strike that was called because he didn't face up to the pitch. Little umpires conference. That for a moment, we might stay this, not go to the replay, but hopefully the replay will be queued up. It was a little bit like, reminded me of my year 10 social. Girl at one, damn boy at the other. A sort of, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And then eventually tag. Okay. So that's interesting. I think decided that, okay, maybe timeout was called. And so, yeah, we might have to come back to the game here, as I can tell you it was a ball. Okay. Should be 2-2, I'm pretty sure. Now that's a strikeout. So Bond, thus far, showing some good recovery powers, having been hit around a little bit. Not helped with an error. He's got the first two out. He could get a kidding, which is 3 straight strikeouts. Just 3 batters up, all struck out. Nothing more. It's your optimal strikeout the side scenario. Standing in his way is Eli Fu. Ground out to third. First time up. He's got, I love this bat. The Cronulla have, the green, the gold, the pink. Swings through that, and that's a strikeout. A kidding to Bond. He will not care. He's firing up. He's firing up his coaches. Usually it works the other way. We'll be back with after a break.
Here's to generations of fearless, unstoppable.
Hit hard on the ground. From his knees, she is safe.
I can. And I will.
Big game for Monet Davis.
And I am. Here's to the next generation. Find your league. Get in the game.
Welcome back. Just the first drop of rain comes through the broadcast window, which promptly shut. Not play ending by any means, but yeah, aim of the game today is to get 2 stanzas of games done, hence why the schedule's been rejigged a little bit. With apologies to the Eastern Phantom fans. Who won't get to see their side in the semi-final, but the plan is to actually get the semi-final played today. You don't want to have a semi-final gold medal scenario if you on the same day if you can avoid it. All right, 8, 9, 10 for Wanneroo, Scaife, Nickel, Fontura Castro. The Giants, some work to do, trailing by 3. 2 in the first, 1 in the fourth. Cronulla, 1 in the first, 5 in the fourth. That big inning is your difference in this ball game. Potter, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. 50 pitches coming into this inning. A 1-2 count on Scaife. Onto the roof. So the revised schedule for today. The quarterfinals in the first stanza of games. The semi-finals in the second at around about 11:15, 11:30. That's played the Shibata. Clean pick up and throw. And there's your out. 1:30, some consolation games. These will both be on Game Changer, Gold Coast and Canberra. Diamond 1, Brisbane North and Twins. Those are the 4 sides that didn't make it to the quarters or the semis. Hopefully we get those off. If rain dictates not, it's unfortunate, but it doesn't affect us getting a champion. One count, Blake Nickel. And apologies for my mispronunciation during one or two of the games that I've called Wanneroo thus far. Puts a charge in that. And caught on the line. Yep. Caught on the line out in right. And out in right, that's Christopher Blyton. I was just checking to see if there'd been some fielding changes, and yes, Blyton's come into right. Kadajar's come into first. Eli Fu, I don't have a fielding position for yet. He might be in next inning. Every player under Little League, as the littleleague.org rules, needs to play at least an inning in the field. Two out. One on the count. Oh no. No, it's not. It's 2-1. Make that 2-2. So Pike has Kadajar has replaced Pike, and Blyton replaced Fordyce. With that strikeout, Cronulla hold. We head to the bottom of the inning after this break.
Past the catcher rather, bounce straight back to the catcher. That one, line shot. Hikaru Kaneko.
Punch through to left field, glove is up and it is through.
Hard shot from Ben Beasley and a diving Jackson Ham.
Punch through, double play opportunity here for the Sharks. Opting to tag is applied and the throw to first.
Enemies down on strikes, back-to-back strikeouts.
That's hit through. Oh, what a catch! Oh, that is punched down to left field. It is glowing. It is over.
Strike three, Brisbane North, your 2025 Australian Little League champions.
Welcome back. We are at the top of the sixth. Cronulla up to hit. And they're about to go round for the third time. In fact, both teams are about to go round for the third time in the sixth. Cronulla have had 12 hitters and Wanneroo 10. So I guess that means that there's been 4 more plate appearances for Cronulla Black. They have a 3-run lead. Shuri straight to Thomas. Reasonably regulation. Ground out to second base. Australia's own PTP, proudly supporting baseball events across the country, bringing nearly a decade of dedication to the sport and its athletes. Visit ptpfit.com today. Get all the tools you need to power your game with PTP. And PTP offers a wide range of strength and conditioning equipment designed to make athletes stronger, more powerful, and ready to perform. Whether you're training at home, in the park, or the gym, PTP has you covered. Kai Shibata has 2 of Cronulla's runs, courtesy of a single and getting on converted fielder's choice. I think that was the off-speed. 2-1. Played to second. Nicely done by Thomas. Oh, should also mention Gordon at first base, got to make the catch. So this actually for Wanneroo is not a bad 6. This is where this is the meat of the Cronulla order. They've retired Shibata for the first time. Now they've got to deal with Napier. And they can get through this. And it is, just to note, it is the top of the 6th. So I've got my and could I just say, Eric Bolner, you are a legend. Thank you. Just sent me something very important for later. Played. I don't know what you call this, but that was the Hayden Thomas and Bo Gordon show. 3 ground outs to second base. Bond did well to draw those ground outs from the top 3 in the Cronulla order. We now head to the bottom of the 6th. Wanneroo trailing by 3.
Past the catcher rather, bounce straight back to the catcher. That one, line shot. Hikaru Kaneko.
Punch through to left field, glove is up and it is through.
Hard shot from Ben Beasley and a diving Jackson Ham.
Punch through, double play opportunity here for the Sharks. Opting to tag is applied and the throw to first.
nice. Down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts.
That's hit through. Oh, what a catch! Oh, that is punched down to left field. It is allowing. It is over.
Strike 3, Brisbane North, your 2025 Australian Little League champions.
Welcome back to Diamond 1. The Rex Baxter field here. Beautiful Lismore. The other Diamond, the other quarterfinal, the Marlins leading the Athletics 3-0. That game is heading to the top of the 6th. We're just a little bit ahead. Okay, now I'm confused. No, okay. Wanneroo batting, bottom of the 6th. Yeah. Much easier in the Australian Baseball League where you have a definitive home team. So for Wanneroo, need to get their skates on. They're back at the top. So this is their chance. 6 outs. Bottom of the 6th, bottom of the 7th to make up a 3-run deficit. Of course, that assumes Cronulla don't score at their chance. And we've got a new pitcher. We've got Fu in. This would explain why he didn't come out to field earlier, because they had him set up to pitch. He's got a big couple of innings coming here. Gives me the chance to give you the line on Lincoln Potter, 5 innings pitched. Lincoln Potter, 5 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 64 pitches. In 5 innings, faced 20 batters, so just 5 more than the minimum. We've had 4 more plate appearances by Cronulla. Than the minimum. Important one for Oldfield to get the walk. Fourth time this tournament. He's got that. Lead off on. Connor Branch. Beautiful sack bunch in the first. Flew out to left in the third. The winner into the semi-finals, to the final 4 of this tournament. It's interesting when the whole win the tournament, go to American thing comes into the mind. I tend to think it's probably when you qualify for the semi-final, because then you can sort of see a pathway as Branch to Shibata, who's looking for the double play, got one. There really wasn't the throw to be had, and that was actually pretty smart by Shorey there. Sometimes the best decision is do nothing. Get the out that's given, but like, don't throw away a free base at this point when you have the lead. Hayden Thomas. So yeah, the term fielder's choice pretty much means Shibata had the ball, could have thrown to second, could have thrown to first. One out, one on. Wanneroo have a high one, which is easily taken by Short out and left. He's been a busy lad. Plenty of balls in the outfield, I should add, today. And Cronulla's outfielding has been pretty elite. I mean, that was reasonable regulation, but between Short, Vigil, Fordyce and Blyton, they've all made important plays. 2 out. And Branch gets to second. So Bonds got on twice with a walk and a run in the first, a double. I think he scored that. Oh, good to see some spectators flying in for the event. Um, 2-1 is your count. Play right back to Shibata. Just the 1 out needed. There is the out. That was needed. Wanneroo in the end. Got a couple on. Could not score. Cronulla will take a 3-run lead into the 7th. See if they can pad it a bit before Wanneroo get to hit at the bottom. The finale for this one, not too far away, the quarterfinals of the 2026 Australian Junior League Championships. Welcome back. Insurance time for Cronulla. Franklin Pike, Logan Glashan and Christopher Blyton. 4, 5, 6 are the 3 we expect. One thing I love about this bat around rule, compared with what it was like years ago, subs in, subs out. It's the batting side's all very structured. Pike launches to left. If it's fair, it's a hit. That's gone foul. 0-2. Third strike pick up. And out, or was that ruled a... Might have got a bit of bat to it. Up to... Either way, it's an out. Let's have a look. Did he get bat to this? Well, probably ruled yeah. So Glasson today singled to left. He was the 6th of Cronulla's 6 runs. Bond coming into this, he's going to be close to 100 pitches. He's thrown at 6 innings and 91. I think coming into this. Ball past the catcher, no one on base to advance. So time-wise, where are we? 10:30, okay. Still a bit to play here, but I think we're on track to be getting underway 11:15, 11:30, somewhere in that area. Of course, an inning can take 3 minutes or 30. Throw in a mid-inning pitching change, or it can be just a handful of pitches. 2-2 is the count, 1 out. A strikeout. Strikeout number 6 by Bond. 5 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned. 3 walks and 5, and that might be day done with 1 out. Or is it? We'll see. There you go, coach. Any pitcher that comes out and they're on the losing, they're on the not the losing side, but they're on the negative side's got to feel a bit dejected. But that's a heck of an effort. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 6 innings were 1, 2, 3. First inning scored a run, a few got on. Probably Wanneroo won that by not conceding more than 1. It was the 4th, which is really the difference in this game, where Cronulla bagged 5. So new pitcher, you can see that's not what we want to see. That weird floaty stuff around Gordon, who's warming up to pitch. Bo Gordon, aka Gordo.
I'm shooting like, and then also I'm shooting.
Got 2 favourite team, no doubt, the Perth Heat. Good day to all the Perth Heat fans tuned in for this one. 2 favourite players, the GOAT, Tim Kennelly. Going to be different next year, calling ABL. Perth Heat coming into Adelaide, and no TK there. Riley Pelkening is the other hero for Gordon. New York Yankees fan Aaron Judge. Oh my goodness, I think that's the most popular one. But then again, if ESPN all they do is put on Yankees games, I guess that's what's going to happen. The preceding comment, not the official opinion of Baseball Australia, but certainly mine. 2-0 count. Down low goes to 3. So Gordon looking to find the strike zone here in the rain, which is just mildly irritating at the moment. But I have a feeling it's going to strengthen. Man and a couple of his dogs taken off around the backtrack. Yeah, a bit worried about how long this one's going to be in for. And with that, oh, strike. Okay. 3-1, 2 out. Question is, can we get this game done before we need to get off? It's just gradually increasing, bit by bit, minute by minute. The Wanneroo fans who've travelled a long way have had enough. They're going to go and share some space with the Cronulla fans undercover. Parent responsibly, folks, as we've got a ground and a third. That's the out. Despite the best efforts of Christopher Blight, and the players will take off in relief. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Wanneroo need 3 outs to find 3 runs to send it further.
Let's have some fun today.
Win or lose, always do your best. Good job. Here we go, kid.
Let's do this, girls. We got this.
Let's get the bats going. Find yours. Find yours. Get there, baby. Get there, kid. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, Gordon.
Little League on 3. 1, 2, 3. Little League. All right, girls, let's go get him. Come on.
All right, welcome back. Here we go. It's going to be in the rain. Bo Gordon, Harrison Richardson and Declan Burns. They hold the fate of Wanneroo in their hands. It's Eli Fu, Californian. Used to play a lot of baseball, not travel ball. Started when he was 8 during COVID. It's been to Cooperstown, I've been told. I haven't been there myself, that's an amazing experience for those that love baseball. Favourite player is the Dodgers and Mookie Betts. Saw him play over 5 times. Fu 1 and 1 outside 2. In the profile, I got to read it word for word. Also, my God is called Mookie after Mookie Betts. I'm assuming that's his dog, is Mookie. Played to third, clean pickup and stretch and 1 out. Strong work. Glasson in the hot corner. Clean pickup had time to set the foot, pike the stretch down in time. Harrison Richardson singled in the 4th. It was the last time, to be honest, that Wanneroo threatened the scores. One thing about Cronulla, their defence, first time they have allowed only 6 runs coming into this game, 3 today in a final. Played out. That's 2 away. Virgil had that covered every step of the way. And now Cronulla are 1 out away from a semi-final stoush with their New South Wales arch rivals on the other side of the city. Declan Burns, the last hope for Wanneroo. Rain stops, thankfully, momentarily, maybe. 2-0 count. Three and 0 count. Is this the slight flickering flame of hope? A 3-0 count. I was wondering if Burns was going to swing. He thought about it, took the strike instead. 3-1. Fouled. Now the count's full. This is why look, there's one. I understand most things in baseball. It took me a while. I understood why managers go out and get themselves ejected. They're not swinging to get the 3-0 count. Still gets me occasionally. Glasson has a fumble. What a quick recovery. Throw is there. Step on the bag. And Cronulla advance. The Sharks into the semi. They'll get the Hills for a spot in the gold medal game. In many patches, Wanneroo were great. But in longer patches, Wanneroo were good, but for longer patches, Cronulla were great. Final score here in this quarterfinal, Cronulla 6, Wanneroo Giants 3. Wanneroo will play tomorrow in a consolation game to be advised. Just before we sign off, a quick check of what's happening, and the Marlins Athletics game is over, and the Adelaide Marlins advance. They have defeated the Melbourne Athletics 3-0. It'll be the Adelaide Marlins. So our Final Four is set in Lismore as the two teams acknowledge and get thanked by their family and fans. It will be the Eastern Phantoms and the Adelaide Marlins in one semi-final on Game Changer. And coming up here in about half an hour, a huge match. Cronulla Black up against the undefeated all-conquering Hills. Come back for that one. I'm Phil Hearn on behalf of Dave Muggleton, the Space Quake Sports team. See you in about 30 minutes.